for all fleets, data is increasingly important. It's imperative in terms of measuring the efficiency of the fleet, the cost efficiencies, making sure that the vehicles are properly maintained so that they're getting the most out of those vehicles, and making sure that those vehicles are ready for their route. For electrics, it's about things like state of charge, range, regenerative braking, energy consumption based on load, and charging state, charging speed.
Geotab telematics allow us to look at the routes vehicles are taking and not just look at how far they're driving, but also assess when they're likely to be charging. And that allows us to calculate a more accurate picture of when they're going to charge and how much that's going to cost based on localized rates.
One of the big things is really working with them on understanding how the vehicle operates in various conditions and taking advantage of the tools that Tesla's developed to reduce range anxiety, as well as ensure that the truck can complete its job. The biggest example of this is Tesla's software we call Trip Planner, which is on board the vehicle and can inform the driver both ahead of its operation, but also in real time over the course of the drive, what the estimated range at the end of their drive is going to be, and providing suggestions on how to improve that in the event that they're drifting off of that.
Facts are friendly. Engineering is based on facts. The more we can bring to them as far as data, measurements, ECM images, everything that we can bring, the easier it is to sort of show an issue at hand rather than just a verbal generic description.
We're constantly talking about data coming off of trucks, and the ability to pull data off of this vehicle in particular is going to be a whole new set of data that we're going to get to look at. So I know there's a few on our team that are very excited about looking at that, and the experience with the fuel, experience with the efficiency of the fuel, because we have all the data from our electric tractors. We know what we're kind of expecting, but we've not been able to put that to use against the hydrogen fuel cell, and just the route that it's on, and how elevation change affects it, and how the weight affects it is really going to be a lot of good information to look at.
We really are focused on data-driven decision making, and especially when it comes to alternative fuels, it can be easy to make emotional decisions or decisions based on how a customer's history with a specific technology. We really want to drive down to the specifics of what data is available, and having the right data off of the vehicle is a critical part of that.
Our main technology right now is a system called TMS, Transportation Management System. It's a newer technology that we've gotten in the last few years, but it gives us an opportunity to have one platform for everything we do, between dispatching the trailers, maintaining the yard, moving trailers around our yards, and then we can physically see the drivers out on route, real-time GPS. So we can daily adjust to volume levels, plan the drivers, actually see that network live in motion, so we can make adjustments as needed, whether it be weather concerns or traffic delays, closures, things like that. So it's a very broad spectrum program that gives us a lot of tools.
The GPS, the locations, it's allowing dispatchers and your operational teams to be able to coordinate your trucks better, know where the loads are that need to be picked up, and can work with, in our aspect, getting our driver back home every other day. So our operational team does a very good job, especially when you figure 98% of our operational team's in Bosnia. So they're doing this all remotely.
The build out of the EV and AI native transportation management system enables us to have this purpose-built system that really focuses on those unique constraints that come with electrification. So how do we understand the range? How do we think about the battery state of charge? How do we think about where and when we can charge these assets, and how that fits within the broader construct of serving our freight customers?
We've all seen examples where somebody's doing something, but was it really paying off? Was it really doing what they said it was doing? The fact that we have data behind it through a variety of things, not just run on less, but through the other work we do, I think also provides clarity that you can just make that assessment you need to make as a decision maker of, is that something I want to take a deeper look at?
I think the EV industry, especially for heavy duty fleets, is still relatively new. And so by digging into the data together, by looking at their operations really closely every day, we can find those opportunities to make things better that might not be obvious.
Data is everything. When you're the size fleet of a mega fleet, you're looking at turning over, every couch cushion to look for those that change. So So the data is really important because it'll steer them in the direction that best improves their performance.
We have to be the ones to drive and catalyze change. And we have to all have a seat at that table, share the challenges, share the positive wins, make sure that we're sharing the data points that enable the demonstration of value such that others in the industry start to join that movement as well.